This is Citizen Live at 1. A very good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Hussein Mohammed. Now, the Kenya National Union of Nurses has rejected an alleged demand by the Uasin Gishu Public Service Board that nurses who are relieved of their duties first withdraw a lawsuit against the Uasin Gishu county government and write apology letters before they are reinstated to work. The nurses are now threatening to go on strike starting tomorrow.
The county government of Uasin Gishu had last week issued termination of contract letters to 80 health workers hired on contract. Part of the letters read, further to the expiry of your contract on June 2014 and your subsequent failure to fill and return performance evaluation forms, the Public Service Board has resolved to release you with effect from 30th August 2014. But the nurses through the union filed a lawsuit against the county government to demand permanent positions. The Kenya National Union of Nurses now claims that the county government is willing to reinstate the nurses, but on condition that they withdraw the case filed in court and write an apology letter.
If they feel that they want that matter to be settled out of court, it is upon them to take the initiative and call us for a roundtable discussion if they are genuine, so that once we've agreed on anything, that is the agreement we are going to table in court. And it is the agreement that is going to withdraw the court case that we launched on behalf of our members.
Public Service Board, we are putting them on notice again. Whereby the confusion they are bringing in is unacceptable, and they will pay for it.
The nurses are now threatening to go on strike on 3rd of September 2014 to protest the county's decision to sack their colleagues who had been hired on contract. Salim Bilu, Citizen Live at 1.
6 visiting heads of state, prime ministers and high-level ambassadors from across the continent are currently meeting at the KICC for a Peace and Security Summit convened by the African Union. The leaders have come together to address rising concerns over terrorism in African countries, including Kenya. Jackie Maribe now joins us live from KICC with the latest details. Jackie.
Indeed, Hussein, we are at the Kenyatta International Convention Center for the African Union Peace and Security Council Summit on Terrorism and Extreme Violence in Africa. 6 heads of state currently being hosted by the host country president, President Uhuru Kenyatta. We have presidents from Chad, Niger, Nigeria, Somalia, Tanzania and Uganda. We have prime ministers, high-level ambassadors, of course a very heavy delegation that is converging here. It is a one-day summit only, but so far the speakers that we have been able to hear from pointing towards their concerns on terrorism, not just in Kenya but in countries across the continent. Hussein, we were expecting, of course, the chairperson of the African Union, Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, but she was not able to attend. She sent her apologies. She says she's dealing with the Ebola crisis in West Africa. But so far, Hussein, the Boko Haram has also been highly condemned by speaker after speaker. We have had representatives from the United Kingdom, the United States of America, and of course those who are speaking on behalf of countries from the African continent, saying they cannot allow this to go on any longer, and therefore they need to come together as one voice, as one unit, to be able to fight off these terror threats and these terror agents. You will remember that just last week President Uhuru Kenyatta was able to open a similar an almost similar summit by police chiefs from across the region, and he was able, of course, to call for oneness, to call for all security or police chiefs rather from the East African region to work together against this common threat that is terrorism. Kenya has, of course, been in the news for all the wrong reasons pertaining to terror, and this is something that they are hoping to deal with. The situation in Somalia, of course, with AMISOM, the Kenyan boots in Somalia has also been a topic under discussion, but currently it is a closed door session, so we, the members of the Fourth Estate, have been asked to step out so that the Peace and Security Council and the Commission on Terrorism and Extreme Violence can be able to meet and discuss very crucial issues that, of course, we will be able to share with you, the details of which we will get. Now, we are here for the entire afternoon, Hussein. It is a summit that will be ending at 6 p.m. this evening, so we will be able to bring you the details of that. There will be a press conference conference by the Peace and Security Council chairperson, that is the President of Chad and the President of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta. So we'll bring you those details in our subsequent bulletins, Hussein. Right,
Jackie, and be sure to join her then. The International Criminal Court judges have granted a 2-day deferral instead of the 21 days requested by witness 604 to prepare for his testimony. Presiding Judge Chile Eboyo Suji says this will be sufficient time for the victims and witness unit to familiarize the witness with the courtroom and take him through his statement. The chamber has also limited the witness's lawyer's contact with the witness to the moment of actual testimony for purposes of guidance on areas where the witness is at risk of self-incrimination.
Court is now in session. L'Audience Cour Pénale International, 8 of word. Please be seated. Veuillez vous asseoir.
Thank you very much. Court officer, please announce the case.
Based on that doctor's finding, it may not be advisable for him to go through the rigors of trial at this point. The other reason why we're not ready to proceed at this particular moment, Mr. President.
Once the familiarization process has commenced, there should be no contact between the counsel and witness 604. In particular, counsel will be excluded from the process when the witness rereads his statements. That familiarization process will be conducted with the witness solely by the VWU. Accordingly, counsel should refrain from holding any substantive discussions with the witness about the topics that are to be dealt with during his evidence or the exhibits which may be produced. Discussion with a witness about this testimony may only occur after the close of the evidence in the case. These principles prohibit coaching, training or practicing of testimony, as well as any attempt to influence a witness to testify to factual events that the witness did not observe or perceive.
Now, 2 suspected poachers have been arrested and 6 ivory tusks weighing 18 kilograms worth 1.8 million shillings netted by police and KWS officers in Narok County. According to police, the suspects were arrested in Tulele as they allegedly tried to sell the tusks. Liza Nyango has the details.
It was end of the road for the 2 suspects as the long arm of the law caught up with them as they allegedly tried to sell the elephant tusks in Tulele area of Narok County. According to Narok North Deputy Police Boss Paul Cheriot, the suspects are believed to have killed the elephant in Mosiro area that borders Kajiado County.
Officer police na officers kutoka KWS walipokuwa katika kasi yao ya kawaida waliweza kunasa watu wawili wakiwa na meno ya ndovu 6 ambaye ni ya kilo 18. Karama yake ni 1.8 million.
The police boss said they are working with the KWS to curb the poaching menace in the county, which he says has reached an alarming rate.
Ninawaonya tu wale ambayo bado wanazidi kupanga wale wanahusika kwa njia moja ama nyingine ya kwamba tumetangaza vita kali juu yao.
KWS statistics show 200 elephants have been killed across the country, with 47 of them being killed at the Masai Mara.
Sisi Kenya Wildlife Service pamoja na usalama wote, county security team ya Narok County wameshikana pamoja kuhakikisha kwamba walipo aina yoyote, mambo ya kukata miti, mambo ya kuinda wanyama na wizi yote imeangamishwa.
The arrests come a day after 2 other suspects were arrested with 2 tusks weighing 8 kilograms worth 120,000 shillings and 300 kilograms of zebra meat with an estimated value of 60,000 shillings in 2 separate incidents in Lemek and Suswa respectively. Liz Anyango, live at 1.
There was drama in Guri during the burial of a middle-aged man following a protracted land tussle. Local residents burnt a pickup and destroyed household goods belonging to one of the relatives.
The final journey that ended with a celebration of sorts. Finally, they were allowed by the courts to go ahead and bury their king. A relative had halted the burial of Harun Mwangi over a land tussle. So dramatic was the burial that at some point, those in attendance claimed there were evil spirits that had befallen the home.
Ameletea hii familia shida. Hii familia yetu hakuna siku ina developingi. Mkijichukua mnarudi nyuma sababu ya hizo mashetani za tulikuwa tunataka kuona hizo mashetani zake.
At some point, they attempted to bury alive the daughter of a neighbor, claiming he was behind the wars of the deceased family. The girl was, however, saved by the local chief.
Mimi na OCS tukatoa hiyo madam kwa shimo. Sasa ndio nikauliza kisha na maana ya yeye kuweka kwa shimo, nikaambiwa kwa sababu mama yake amekataza mtoto yao kusikwa. Sasa alikuwa anataka kuzika huyo mama. Sasa ndio tukamtoa. Sasa ndio nikatuliza watu, nikawaita wote, nikawaambia watulie kwa sababu tunashughulikia kutoa court order ndio mwili zikwe, kwa sababu court order ilikuwa ya kukataza hiyo kijana kusikwa kwa shamba. I think it's 1023 or something.
These flames characterized their anger as they set a pickup ablaze. The locals claimed the owner of the pickup had been behind what they termed as evil spirits befalling the family of the deceased. For Citizen Live at 1, I am Ann Mawathe.
Thousands of liters of illicit brew was seized during a raid by police in Tigania West District, Narok County, and several suspects arrested. The raid was conducted by the area OCPD Moses Chepiegon. The police also confiscated changa processing containers and plastic jerrycans used to store the illicit brew. The seized brew is being kept at Ngudune police station and will serve as exhibit when the suspects are prosecuted. Tigania West Police Post said such operations will continue until the sale and consumption of illicit brew is eradicated in the area.
Tumekamata watu kadhaa kutoka mwezi huu ulivyoanza, na bado tunaendelea na hiyo operation. Kama leo asubuhi tumekamata watu wawili na tumekamata lita 640 na watapia before court tomorrow.
In a bid to ease congestion in the tiny Thika Level 5 hospital mortuary, Kiambu government has bought a consignment of mortuary equipment worth 53 million shillings. Thika Level 5 hospital medical superintendent Jacob Adru Toro said that the equipment will be installed in the new modern mortuary constructed in partnership with Mount Kenya University. The new mortuary has a capacity of preserving 120 bodies.
Hospital services are continuing. All emergencies are being catered for. Of course, the only issue which we are having is we might have some delays here and there. But we are ensuring that every other person, every patient who is coming to Thika Level 5 is being attended to.
Leaders from Samburu and Borana communities held a meeting in an Nanyuki hotel to find ways of ending persistent attacks between the two communities. The meeting was being held to cool down tension between the two communities after 3 days of fighting that saw 3 people killed and 500 herds of cattle stolen. Siolo Governor Godana Doyo asked the police to carry out investigations and take action against culprits. He further said the stolen cattle should be returned to their owners to avoid revenge attacks.
As Samburu leaders and Borana leaders, we went to Merti. Unfortunately, we were not able to engage with that community. And now we are worried because the situation is increasingly getting volatile.
Lakini pia national government security bado ni yao. Na hiyo lazima tukubaliane. Na national government lazima sasa isaidiane na county government kuhakikisha kwamba usalama wa watu na pia wa mifugo yao na property yao yote iko pamoja, iko sawa.
Well, live at 1 takes a short break now. Business, international news and sports news still ahead. Stay tuned.